welcome to Something's Cooking with Alpa, and today we are going to make Dal Dhokli. It's a Gujarati and a Rajasthani speciality, and when it's Sunday, afternoon lunch at my mom's house has to be Dal Dhokli. So without any further ado, let's make your kitchen your family's favorite restaurant by making this really amazing dish, Dal Dhokli. And if you do like my recipes, don't forget to subscribe and then click on that bell icon so that you are first to know when I upload a new recipe, and it's free, so why wait? Now let's proceed. So guys, for the dal of the Dal Dhokli, you're going to need half cup of tur dal, also known as tuver or arhar. In English it's called as split and skinned pigeon peas. 1 green chili sliced like this, couple of curry leaves 6 to 7, which is also known as curry patta, cumin and coriander powder half teaspoon, also known as dhania jeera powder, 2 kokum, gur which is jaggery 1 tablespoon, turmeric which is haldi 1/4 teaspoon, Kashmiri red chili powder half teaspoon, fresh dhania 1 tablespoon, it's also called as cilantro, lime juice or lemon juice 1 teaspoon, and salt to taste. So guys, for the tadka of the dal, you're going to need 1 teaspoon of ghee, 2 dried red chilies, then 2 long, which is cloves, and 1 inch of cinnamon stick, which is dalchini. You're also going to need carom seeds, which is ajwain half teaspoon, cumin seeds, which is jeera half teaspoon, mustard seeds, which is rye 1/4 teaspoon, and a pinch of hing, also known as asafoetida. Now let's look at what you're going to need to make the dhoklis. Now guys, to make the dhokli, you're going to need 1 cup of whole wheat flour, which is roti ka atta, 1 tablespoon of besan, which is gram flour, 1/8 teaspoon of turmeric, which is haldi, 1/4 teaspoon of coriander cumin powder, which is dhania jeera powder, 1/4 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, a pinch of hing, salt to taste, and about half teaspoon of oil. And now let's begin our process. So guys, I had actually rinsed the dal and soaked it in water for 2 hours. Then I drained the water, and now all we need to do is put it in a pressure cooker along with about 2 cups of water. So I had half a cup of dal. To that I'm adding 2 cups of water, and we are going to wait till the time I hear about 3 to 4 whistles. So guys, while our dal is getting cooked, let's prepare the dough for the dhokli. So in a deep flat dish, let's add the whole wheat flour, followed by the besan, which is gram flour, and then the turmeric, coriander cumin powder, Kashmiri red chili powder, some hing, and salt, and half teaspoon of oil. And using my hands, I'm going to mix it all in. After everything is mixed in, I'm going to start adding little water as I go and make a dough tougher than the dough that we make for roti. So guys, you see our dough is ready. It's not very soft nor very tough. And now I'm just going to collect it and cover it up with a slightly wet cloth for the next 10 minutes. Meanwhile, our dal in the cooker is done. So using a balloon whisk, I'm going to stir it in and make it very thin. And guys, the consistency of this dal has to be very watery, very liquidy. And then let's transfer it in a kadai. And this dal is a little too thick, so I'm going to add 1 cup of water to it. And now I'm going to add the kokum, turmeric and chili powder, coriander cumin powder, jaggery, lime juice, green chili and curry leaves, and salt as per your taste, and stir it in. I'm also going to add about 8 to 10 peanuts, which is optional by the way. And now we are going to let this dal simmer on low for the next 10 minutes. While our dal is simmering, let's work on rolling out our dhoklis. So first, we need to refresh the dough by kneading it again for just about a minute. And then taking an amount almost the size of a small lime in between my hand and rolling it and then pressing it. Now we are basically just going to start rolling it and make a big roti out of it. Mission accomplished. So made a big round roti, and now I'm going to sprinkle some dry flour in a plate and transfer the rolled dhokli on the plate and then sprinkle some more dry flour on top. So the reason that you sprinkle some dry flour on the plate and then on top of the rolled out dhokli roti is because that it does not stick to the plate and then it does not stick on the top when you land another one. So now we are just simply going to repeat the same process with the rest of the dough. This dough gave us 3 dhokli rotis, and now using a knife we start making vertical cuts and then horizontal cuts, and then one by one start removing the pieces in a plate and keep aside. We're making Indian food, so tadka to banta hai. So in a tempering pan, I've already added some ghee, which is clarified butter, and once it's hot, I'm going to add the cloves, then the cinnamon stick, followed by the dried red chili and the mustard seeds, and then the cumin seeds and the coriander cumin powder, then the hing, which ended up falling out, and then the curry leaves and the red chili powder, which will give a lot of color, and then let's add it to the boiled dal. Then let's mix it well and wait for it to come to a boil. Once you see that the dal has come to a boil, then let's start one by one adding the cut up dhoklis in there and cook for the next 5 minutes on low flame. Also, I'm going to add some dhania at this time. So guys, when you're making dal dhokli, you need to remember 3 things. One is that your dal has to be very watery and very liquidy because you're going to boil it for 10 to 15 minutes. Also, once you add the dhoklis, it thickens by itself. Number 2 is that you should always do the tadka before you add the dhoklis in the dal. Because if you don't do that, then the dhoklis are going to stick to one another. The oil or the ghee in the tadka helps keep the dhoklis separate. And third, whenever your dal dhokli is ready to serve, always add ghee to it. Dal dhokli is not dal dhokli without ghee. So these were the tips of the day. After 5 minutes, our dal dhokli is ready. So let's serve, and it's time for me to dig in. It's really hot, but really yummy. See, it's a Gujarati dish. So by the end of the day, it has a little sweetness, a little sour, a little spicy. It's always a blend of all flavors and it is amazing. It just reminds me so much of my childhood and it just soothes me, you know. So I'm sure you will also enjoy this dish. Do try it out. Do not miss out on this great recipe. And if you do like this recipe, I'm sure you're going to like many more. So don't forget to click on this button and subscribe right now. You can do it from your phone, you can do it from your tab, from your laptop, computer, whatever you have. No excuses, just I want you to subscribe right now. That is one way you can support me. And if you like this recipe, you're definitely going to like this one as well as this one. So I will see you very, very soon. Meanwhile, take care. Bye-bye.